Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to this new program on allthingsports.info. Hockey India has announced the squad for the Tokyo Olympics, and the men's announcement of the 16-member men's squad has raised a few eyebrows. Today we have with us three stalwarts of Indian hockey, Marvin Fernandes, Somaya, who were both part of the team when India won the gold medal in 41 years ago in Moscow in 1980, and Joaquim Carvalho, who was their teammate in the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics. We are going to discuss the 16-member squad that Hockey India announced yesterday. So we'll start with all three of you first giving your opinion on what do you think about this squad and its chances. We start with Mervin, then go to Somaya and then Joaquim. Mervin, please.
Very good morning or good afternoon to everybody. The team announced seems pretty good considering the defense that has been the mainstay of the Indian side presently. There have been a lot of changes in the forward line, and notable omissions were Sunil, Akashdeep. But however, for the last few weeks, they have been training in India and never had a chance to go out and play any of the matches. I was told that Sunil and Akashdeep were supposed to get a chance in one of the tours now and would have been tried out, but unfortunately that didn't happen for whatever reasons. So it's a good balance of some of the youngsters making it to the team and the very senior players like Manpreet, Harmanpreet, we have goalkeeper Srijesh. These are all the senior guys who make up the team, and I feel that it's a good blend, no doubt. And I feel that a little bit of experience in the forward line would have made a difference. However, Graham Reid may have thought differently, that he wants fitter guys who can run around, making spaces in the gaps that are there and take advantage of that.
Yes.
And most importantly, the present side has fared very well against Argentina, the top team. I mean, the winners of the last Olympics. So It gives us an encouragement to think that they are capable. And not only against Argentina, for the last 3 or 4 years now, they've been doing extremely well against all the top 5-6 teams, which is very encouraging. However, I'd like to add that most of these Olympic teams that prepare before the Olympics, they keep trying out their combinations, etc. So you cannot gauge by that they are doing badly or something. Somaya, Joaquim, we all know that when it comes to the Olympics, it's a different ball game altogether. I remember in '88, Somaya was our captain, where we were doing so well before the Olympics, and then our first game against Russia, they just didn't allow us to penetrate their defense. We lost that game, and from there we had to really work hard to qualify for the semi-final berth. And then in those days, there were just 2 teams, whereas now you have 4 teams for qualification. So it's much easier. You're not under as much pressure like before. So on the whole, a good team with some of the very senior players in the side, and the youngsters who have proved their mettle along with Graham Reid in the present tournaments or matches that they have played.
Yeah. Somaya, yes.
I think it's Graham Reid has chosen to go with 6 players who have played in Olympics earlier and 10 debutants for the Olympic Games. However, these 10 debutants have had exposure at the international level, whether it's in the FIH Pro League or in other matches. So he has tested the entire team in international play. So in that sense, he has chosen a team that is a blend of experience as well as a lot of youngsters. I feel that the forward line that he has selected is mainly because, like Mervyn had said, they are very fit. The youngsters can probably run and cover ground for a very brisk pace. So that's the strength of this team. They make they put all 10 people behind the ball in defense. And as soon as the transition is made into the forward line, you have 6 or 7 players running with the ball and creating numbers in the attacking zone. So the reason that he may have gone with youngsters for the forward line in particular and the midfield largely is because he would like to have this sort of a pace to the game where the players can come back into defense and defend deep into their own half and then push up at top pace and put as many bodies as possible in the attacking circle. So that's the reason. The defense is very much of a tested defense. I think Harmanpreet stands out and Rupinder Pal with his presence. Both of them are good drag flickers. They have an added advantage. You have Srijesh, who is probably one of the best goalkeepers India has ever had. So I think it's a very good all-round team. A little lacking in experience up front, but I think the reason for taking youngsters is that they want to exploit the strength of this team, which is really putting more numbers around the ball at every given time. So that's probably the reason why they've gone for youngsters. So to my mind, a very good team capable of beating the best at Tokyo.
Yes. Joachim, hi. Your views.
And Mervyn has said covered up most of the key points in the selection. However, I would like to add that yes, the team is definitely well balanced, and we have 5 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 5 forwards, and 1 goalkeeper. That is 16. We're starting on the last line of defense. He has proved himself time and again, and he's one of the best goalkeepers I would say in the world. And going with 1 goalkeeper is one of the reasons of going 1 goalkeeper is because of the dependability on the Srijesh or Srijesh's class. As far as defense is concerned, Harmanpreet, Rupinder Pal Singh, Surinder Kumar, they are outstanding, and we can depend on the 3 of them. As far as Amit Rohidas and Virender Lakra, Virender Lakra is coming back after an injury which he sustained about 2 years ago. And I think there's a little bit suspect over there as far as fitness is concerned. And going by the reports, I think the other 4, Harmanpreet, Rupinder Pal Singh, Surinder Kumar, Amit Rohidas, I think they will make the first 11. But Amit Rohidas, I would say, you should be careful in his tackling because you see in the World Cup, I think he was there in the World Cup with Amit Rohidas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
That it was one of his fouls over there in the team's half, which led to a suspension and also to a shot corner, a present shot. So I think he should be a little careful about his tackling. And as far as the midfield is concerned, it is an experienced midfield led by Manpreet, the captain, Hardik, Vivek Sagar, Neelkanta, and Sumit. They make a very dependable midfield, and they have proved it time and again in the recent tournaments also. And the forward line, yes, with the new additions of Lalit and Mandeep leading the team, it looks to be a very, very good team, well balanced, good fit side. And having played matches in Europe and against Argentina, they are showing has been very good in the recent matches that they played, and also in the matches against Germany, Britain, and Argentina. But however, you must keep in mind that most of these teams when they play in these type of matches, they don't feel their full strength, and that is what we really should not get complacent about, and go into the matches for the Olympics with full preparation and forgetting about the matches that we played earlier, especially in the trials and in the build-up to this tournament. India is ranked today number 4 in the world, and that's very creditable to them. And this should really give them a big boost in the tournament proper. as Mervyn said that, we now before it was 4 teams that qualified, but now we have about 8 teams making to the knockout stage, to the quarterfinal stage, and that is what we should look forward to first. That is getting into the quarterfinal, and definitely, once you get into the quarterfinal, it's not going to be easier because in the other half you have teams like uh,
Netherlands,
Netherlands,
Germany,
Germany.
then
Belgium.
Germany and Belgium, Britain. So these are the teams which are very difficult to play against, and they have been playing against each other in the European Cup, so that's a big advantage for them because they'll be having a lot of match practice coming in this tournament. As far as India is concerned, they have only through to Argentina and 1 or 2 countries in Europe. So having said that, I think overall the team preparation looks good. The team is in fit and well balanced, and the selection, of course, that's up to the coach. Because after all, the coach is responsible for the final outcome of the team's performance. However, I think it's the first time ever that the selection was done online, with the selectors watching the probables from their respective homes. And I believe there was a 6-day trial, and I hope the selectors have done also a good job and given whatever inputs are required to the coaches concerned. I think overall the team looks good, and I don't find any reason why they should not make it to the semi-finals. Quarterfinals, I think they should be not difficult at all, but the semi-finals is going to be where they should aim for.
Thank you. All of you have pointed out this factor that the forward line looks a little short on experience. So maybe somebody like say SV Sunil or say Ramandeep, at least we could have included one of them, because in the there are players who can switch roles in the midfield and defense, like Harmanpreet could be pushed into the forward or into the midfield up front, and so that to support. So more experienced player in the forward line, would it have helped? Mervyn, what do you think about it?
Shrikant, I do agree with the fact that we've been talking about Sunil and Akashdeep a year and a half ago as to how they perform. Am I right in saying so?
Yeah.
Because we are looking at present performance of these players. We haven't seen, at least I have not seen any of the matches with Sunil and Akashdeep for 1.5 years now. So I don't know how fit they are, because as we discussed this earlier, and so Somaya also and Joachim feel that they want a fitter side where youngsters can run around on the field and make those gaps which are so important. The defending also, I feel, is one of the best in these forward lines that we have. So yes, no doubt, as lay people and people who have seen Sunil play do feel that Sunil or Akashdeep should have been their senior players. Graham Reid is the right person to have analyzed the whole situation in this past 6-7 months to figure out whether it would make a difference or not. I'm sure he is the last person to decide on that. And Sunil was a surprise omission to most of us, but the last part of it is the coach knows best. And since they have also had injuries, I hear that Akashdeep and Sunil used to have injuries during events. So they may have been a bit skeptical that they do not want a single player to be injured during the tournament. And it could make a big difference if a key player is injured. So depending on the fitness in the camps, they have selected this forward line the way it is. That's my opinion.
Somaya, do you think there could have been any changes or anything more, or you would have done a bit different when picking up the midfield?
See, I think the selections, especially for a national team and for an Olympic, should be without any sentiment or emotion. It should be going strictly on the form of that person at that particular time. So, marking out individuals to say whether they have been, not fairly, they've been excluded from the team, I think is not a fair assessment because Graham Reid will probably see their present fitness levels before selecting. In the midfield, I think Manpreet and Hardik, they have established them as some of the best, as a couple of the best midfielders in the world. And they have ensured that the absence of Sardara Singh is not felt. Sardara was probably one of the best players in the world. But even after his retirement, down the center, we are finding both Manpreet and as well as Hardik playing extremely well. Sumit was a surprise to me, but I think because on the right side of midfield, they do not have a specialist to play on the right side of midfield. And that is why Sumit has been included, because he plays both right and center. And Hemkant also and Vivek Sagar both have been shaping up well, especially against Argentina in the last match. And they have the versatility to play even in attack. So they don't not only defend, especially Vivek Sagar, he can play in defense and he also scores a lot of goals. And I've seen Hemkant Sharma also coming in and into the attack and getting goals. So I think that versatility is very much important in this team. And that's what Graham Reid has gone for. He has gone for stability through Hardik and Manpreet, who are really established players. And the other three midfielders, that is Sumit, Hemkant and Vivek Sagar, they have the ability to move up into attack too and probably create trouble in the opposing circle. So I think it's a well thought through. One player I had in mind was Raj Kumar Pal, who's from UP. I think he fared very well in the recent tournaments. He also could have been used in a similar role, both in midfield as well as in attack. But I think Graham Reid and the selectors must have gone on current form and selected most of the midfielders that they used recently in the matches against Argentina. So I'm very happy with the midfield.
Joachim, do you think because of the lack of experience in the forward line, there could be difficulty in creating short corners, and therefore that puts lot of pressure on our penalty corner experts, Harman and Rupinder, because they have to be very, very consistent. Any chance they have to capitalize on it.
I don't think when you talk about inexperience in the forward line, because they have been playing now for around a couple of years, and they have played a couple of tournaments and also practice matches, training matches against teams like Germany and Argentina. So, and they have come out with flying colors. So I don't think that should be an issue. Whereas, at the forward line, getting penalty corners, it is all initiated from the deep defense and the midfield. So when your midfield is strong, the heart of your team is strong. I don't think there should be total dependence on the forward line, because they are the ones. The midfield is the one who will supply the passes, right from the deep defenders also. So I think as far as the forward line is concerned, they're young, they're energetic, they're fit, and they can do a lot of running about. And that is one of the reasons why Graham Reid, the coach, must have taken the decision of not dropping Sunil and Akash Singh and Ramandeep, going by the fitness also. But as far as I would have loved to have Chingling Sana over there, because he has been one of the experienced midfielders, and he can also develop as a forward. And he has played in a couple of tournaments, the last couple of tournaments that the team went abroad. He has been one of the surprise exclusions. But however, it is left up to the coach. The coach is the final authority, and he is responsible for the team victory or defeat. And I think they should do well. This team, which is young, fit, and ready to go look forward to the Olympics.
So overall, what do you think? All of you think the strength and weaknesses of this team? What are the issues where they have to be extra careful? What are the spots? Marvin, can you please start with that?
First of all, I must say that the present forward line in these teams, they've got that talent of defending so well. I've been repeating this so many times, that the first line of defense has to be strong, And these youngsters, I watch them, they defend so well when they lose the ball, and that helps a lot. So that is one of the biggest strengths. Second thing, off late, I don't know I'm right or not, but they have not been getting cards, That has been our bane. many a times I've seen in crucial matches, we have got a card in the game. A player has been out for 5 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes at crucial times. Joachim very well knows how in the pre-Olympics against England, they had those cards. So these important things have to be taken care of. The coach, I'm sure, will make it very clear to the players that they have to be careful not to even get a card to be out for 5 minutes, because it will make a big difference to the team. So that's one of the strengths. The third strength I find is that the short corner specialists. We don't have one, we have about 4 of them. I mean, not specialists, but they're good enough to take short corners in case they rotate players in the game. So that's another strength that I see in this present team. Weaknesses, can't say much because as I said earlier, I haven't seen them playing regularly. So during these few months or weeks, so weakness, I can't say much. But as I said, the strengths are pretty good. The experiences there of most of these players like Manpreet and Mandeep. I mean, many people would say that he doesn't have that much experience. He was unfortunate not to have made it for the last Olympics due to an injury. So in the forward line, Mandeep is also there with Lalit Upadhyay in the forward line. Yes, on the whole, I can see a lot of strengths. Weaknesses, can't speak much about it.
Somaya, yeah.
See, I think the strength of this team has been its keeping a shape in defense. Their shape in defense has been very good. They've never gone out of shape, and that's why they have not conceded too many goals. So they maintain the layers in defense so that opposition cannot find these gaps. And the other strength I feel is the structure in attack. Earlier would be probably too often playing the long ball or playing the long ball across the field. But the structure in attack is much better today. They play through the lines, as you would say. And that's what's giving more strength and depth to the team, both in defense and in attack. So that, I think, is the major strength that this team has. If ever there is a area for improvement, I think it's creativity in the business end of the field, which is in the last third of the field. A little more creativity and flair, where probably defeating the last man with a dodge or creating a defense splitting pass. These are the areas I feel if we are able to do this, we can easily probably beat all the good teams in the world too. So I think if at all there's a weakness, it's in that creativity on the top of the circle at the business end of the field.
Joachim, yes, your views.
I would say that, in the last line of defense, that is our goalkeeping. That should be, consistent throughout without any lapses over there. They're giving, and conceding big goals. I would say big goals. That is one area we should look forward to, because in the last World Cup, because, due to the I would say, lapse in concentration on the part of Shribes, which, led to the goal being scored against Holland. And as far as the defense is concerned, yes, they've got a very good defense. Harmanpreet, Rupinder Pal Singh, Surinder Kumar, Virender Lakra, Amit Rohidas. And what they should look forward to is, again, lapse in concentration, unnecessary tackle, unnecessary giving away of soft penalty corners. That is what we should look forward to, not giving away soft penalty corners or soft goals. As far as the forward line is concerned, though it's lacking a little bit of experience, but they do make up with their speed and skills. With Lalit Upadhyay and Mandeep Singh coming in, they have really brought in a lot of fresh life in the forward line. And going by the performance in the last few matches in the tournaments, this team has been really doing well. And as Somaya and Marvin have rightly pointed out, I don't think this team has any weaknesses. And even if there are any weaknesses, it will always covered up by teamwork and the team strategy that is going to be laid out by Ramsey, who is one of the top coaches in the world, I would say, today. And they should do well and get past the first level and reach the quarterfinal.
Sorry, we are running out of time, so we'll end it here. So that brings us to the end of this program. Thanks a lot, Marvin, Somaya, and Joachim, for joining in this discussion and sharing your views. Thanks a lot.